if you're joining us. You're watching Channel 1 News Hour, and now it's time for us to focus on our interactive segment, Your Health. And our focus of discussion today is all about obesity. What really is it all about? What are the causes, and how can we be able to manage this condition? And why is it that we are seemingly seeing what you'd call an increase in the number of persons who are obese? For more insights on that, we are now joined by Dr. Daniel Githinji. Thank you very much, Dr. for coming to our studios.
Yes.
We always like to begin with the numbers. In terms of statistics, what does the situation look like in terms of obesity? How many people in Kenya would you say are obese?
Okay, I can say that 20% of Kenyans, they are obese. 65% they are overweight.
What is the difference?
Overweight is overweight, but obese is extreme weight. Yeah, you have more. Now, the obese, they are extreme. You are overweight, everybody can see you are overweight. If you try to wear, people can see you are overweight. But you are obese. But overweight, nobody can know. You yourself, you know you are overweight.
So how do you measure, obesity?
It is about your height divided by your weight. That is BMI, body mass index. That's why you know whether you are overweight or not. Yes.
And if you're overweight, how do you know you are overweight? Because BMI, you say, is how you know you are obese.
Yes, and you divide.
And overweight? So
obese, it is about, you need to be 18.9 to 29.9. Then if you are over that, you are obese, you are overweight. Now it's 31, 32, like that. If you are 34 to 54, that we can say you are obese. Yeah.
Okay. Is there a rise in the number of people who are obese in Kenya today? Because I know this is a big problem in the U.S. What about in Kenya?
Okay, we have obese in children, also adult, but we see that the age of 35 to 50, that is where you can see a number of people are obese. Yeah.
What would you say is the cause for 35 to 50? And again, you're saying there are children who are also obese. What are some of the causes of obesity?
Obesity is about lifestyle, the way you live, the way you eat. What you eat make your body the way you are. And the way you handle things. When you have a problem, the way you handle that thing. That's why, like for instance, you have depression, you can handle it. Insomnia, you can handle it. You have
insomnia.
Insomnia.
Some of us don't sleep half the time.
Yeah. That one can even that one is a big issue. Also, you have like diabetics. You take more insulin. You have a problem with thyroid. That these are hormone. You can have problem with weight, and the weight is something that caused by metabolic. It causes metabolic to be so slow. So you eat less food, you absorb more calories than the body needs. Yeah.
And are there some people who are predisposed to obesity by the fact of, it's hereditary, not just about what you eat? Yes.
Now, we see that, the lifestyle, you come from a certain family, you live this kind of life, then you can be overweight. Yeah.
But aren't there those who, biologically, it's not just about what they eat?
Yeah, but that number is 1%. That we can call it 1%. Yes.
So genetics, in your opinion, is not involved in the challenges of obesity?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So perhaps in terms of the risks that are involved, what are some of the risks to those people who have this condition?
Okay, we can say if somebody is obese, you can have problem with arthritis, blood pressure, blood sugar, and if somebody is obese, you can have problem with arthritis, blood pressure, blood sugar, and if for women, we can see that gyno problems and infertility, both for men and women. But for women, we can say that 3% of women, they can have that because of obesity. Yeah.
In terms of the available treatment options, what is there?
Number one, I usually say about reducing weight. Before you think to reduce weight, number one, it's to attend, you see the doctor, a certain test to be done. after the test, you know the cause of your weight, because you are overweight. What is causing your weight? You can opt to go to gym, sauna, jacuzzi, steam bath, dieting, skipping meal, taking pills, but you don't know the cause of your weight. So the first thing is to know what is causing your weight. Yes.
So what kind of tests perhaps would the doctor do to be able to determine what is causing your problem, if perhaps it is hereditary, if it's, or about your environment?
Number one is to check lipid, to check your metabolic, the rate of your metabolic, the way it is. Because whoever is overweight, we check the rate of metabolism, the way you absorb. Do you have another condition that is factors that's causing to gain weight? What is causing your weight? Do you have health risk and or factors that is causing weight? Do you have a condition like depression? Do you have insomnia? Yeah. Do you have maybe some of the diseases? It is something that has been gaining weight for the last 10 months, 1 year, 3 months, 1 month. What is causing your weight?
It could even be back control in some cases.
Yes.
Okay. In terms of this appearing to be a medical condition.
Yes.
Is it possible for you to perhaps, if you're told that you're obese, to have and then you're told that you're obese because you cannot watch what you eat?
Yes.
Do you really think it's about watching what you eat, or it's a little bit much more than that in terms of how do you just deal with it? Yet you're saying it's a medical condition and people are telling you, if you run, I mean, you'll be fine tomorrow. You're just not watching your weight or what you're eating.
I can say those people, I see people in the morning, early in the morning, wake up, learning. I see it's like a demonstration. Because if your condition that is causing your weight is protein metabolism, and you're learning, you are skipping meal, you are using gym, how are you going to deal with that metabolic problem? Or insomnia? You are overweight because of insomnia. And you are learning the load, just doing exercise. How are you can burn the calories at that time, but the weight is still gaining weight more and more. As more you do gym, as more you gain weight. Yes.
So how do you take care of that particular problem?
Number one, if you know the cause of the weight is this, you address its metabolism. And it's not just a metabolism, might be protein metabolism, lipid metabolism. If it's protein metabolism, you deal with the protein metabolism, the weight starts reducing automatically without bothering to take anything for reducing weight. If it's lipid, then you deal with lipid. That is time that you can go and visit maybe a gym or a certain diet program after knowing the cause. But without knowing cause, you can't reduce.
So as a doctor, you can be able to perhaps prescribe certain exercises for someone based on these particular tests?
Yeah, after the test, then you can describe. Yes. But without test, you can't tell. Yeah.
Let's talk about healthy eating. As a country, are we doing enough towards empowering people about eating healthy, eating right?
Okay, I can see there is a gap between treatment and eating, because there is no facility in Kenya where that you can tell the people, can you visit a certain facility for dieting program that is for government, not for the private.
Not private sector.
Yeah, like now for a certain, like we have a Kenyatta Hospital. Yeah, that's a government thing. Then do we have a certain program that we can tell people visit for dieting, not for private? I'm talking for the government thing. That eat this. You have this problem, eat this. You have this, eat this. For that lack of that facility, also, it is in Achieng'a for that program. Yeah.
Okay. The problem about junk food, we keep talking about junk food.
Yes.
Why is it then that junk food is cheaper than healthy foods, if indeed we are serious about trying to promote the health of people?
You know, nowadays the youth, they don't want to eat the healthy food. They want to eat something that sweet, a lot of fat things. They don't want to eat. If you have a hotel in Nairobi here, you try to put the healthy thing, you'll see old people, they are hungry. And you know the old people, they are in the village. So you have to close, you have to what they want. But you can eat junk food, but not always. Yeah, not always. You can eat, then you take more water, because also water helps to reduce weight. Yeah.
But why is it that, junk food is much cheaper than, healthy foods, also in terms of access? That becomes the next question.
About junk food is a business. And as a business, the healthy food is not a business. You find in the village there, people they have farming like cassava, not for the business, it's for the family care, but for the the kuku za kienyeji you can get in the village, but here in town you can't get that kind of thing. It is not healthy, and I can advise people, if you have to eat that once in a week or once in a month, so that for you are healthy. For now, you might not see the risk right now, but some years you'll start experience some risk like heart problem, cholesterol, high cholesterol, blood viscosity. You have myocardial problems. So to avoid that, it is good to avoid taking those junk food. Yes. You will always hear people saying, I have a sweet tooth. That makes me sometimes wonder, would we say that some of these foods perhaps are addictive? Like you're addicted to the sugars, the chocolates. That way it's designed to sort of make you keep going back. In as much as you want to stop on your own, you can't do it. Would you say that some of these foods perhaps have an addiction to them? No, what we can say, if you start taking water in the morning, every day, if you skip for maybe if you skip like 1 day, you'll feel that you miss the water. Yeah, because it has become now addictive. Whatever you can start taking, you start a habit for like a week, then you stop, you'll feel that you miss that thing because it has become like a habit. Your body has sort of adopted to it. Yes. Now even the junk food, you can choose to not to take or to take according to your you can. That's a decision that you can make according to your way you are healthy. So it's a question of willpower, you say? Exactly. It is not something that I can say that this is something somebody can decide. Even what I see about the healthy, the way you are, if I can see your physical body, I don't know inside, but I can see the physical body, the way you are, it is a result of your life, the way you live, and what you eat. Yeah. All right, let's talk about the psychological side effects from obesity, because it also comes with its own kind of stigma. Perhaps if you're obese, when you get into a matatu, there are those who would say, you need to pay for 2 seats because you're already too big for one large seat. Yeah. How do we deal with some of the psychological issues? We need to call it there is a problem. In our nation, it is a big problem. If you look at it in the school, you find the children, they have a problem with one is big, it looks like class 4, yes, and that child is in class 1. So something the children, they laugh about you are big, yeah. So you find there's a lot of stigma around. Yeah, and that one, even some of the children, they leave the school. The other thing that affects our children is you are big, you don't have your clothes. You can't get clothes in our shops. You have to find a fundi akutengenezee. Can you see that kind of thing? And you are. That's another thing. For young girls, they get a big problem. Do you know something? I happened to attend a patient, and it was so weird. That was not in Kenya. It was the patient who came from outside the country. Okay. They were like mother and 2 daughters. Yes. The mother told me, I have these 2 daughters, and I can't get any dress that is top and innerwear. I have to get a fundi to make it for them. Can you see that kind of thing? Yes. The top, you don't have a problem with it. But what about the innerwear? Can you see that kind of the problem? Yes. So it is a big problem. Some of the patients, when they walk, they have a problem walking, and some of the problem, you find that even walking is a problem. Even 1 kilometer, a half kilometer, they can't walk. So it's a big problem, and I can say we need to do something for that. Yes.
Daktari, what is the solution? What is the something that we need to do as we come towards the end of our program?
We have like polio awareness, HIV awareness, diabetic awareness. We need to do awareness to our country. People know that if you can go to Kenyatta Hospital,
yes,
you find a queue of patients. Yeah, if you look at it, you see this patient has this problem. You look at it, just physical appearance. You see this is overweight, might have a pressure and diabetics, might have arthritis, just physical, just looking.
Before you even do the tests.
Before you do the test.
Yeah.
And you find the same thing. Before the test, you see the physical test, and after the test is the same thing. So about the weight, we need to do awareness. The way you eat, also the way you behave. Like now, sijui kama umepata this thing in our country ya kwamba if somebody has a big problem, before you solve that problem, you make it to be bigger. That one can mess your body. Like now, I want to when you try to make a problem to be bigger, it's like you are swallowing the poison, and that poison is poisoning you more. That one can cause it can cause mind thing, can cause weight problem. Yes. Okay.
As we wind up the program, what would be your message, perhaps, to the Kenyan people who are watching you right now in terms of dealing with obesity? What should they do? The do's and don'ts.
Number one,
obesity.
To reduce weight, it is first of all start with the simple thing. Take water every day. Take
how much water? We keep talking about.
All right, the water, it is like, for instance, you are 100 kg, divide by 30, then you'll get how many liters do you need per day. That is 100.
Your weight divided by 30.
Your weight divided by 30. Then you'll get how many glass or liters a day. Because we say 8 glasses of water a day.
Yes.
That is for normal person with normal weight. But for the if you are 100, if you are overweight,
yes,
divide your weight by 30. That water help to cleanse the body. Number one, help to reduce weight, help to remove toxin in the body, help for
it reduces weight because you're already full by the time you're going to eat. Or
yes, you take water before meal.
Okay.
Yeah, that's one way. Yeah.
All right.
The other thing, visit the doctor. Yeah, that's when you have to visit the doctor. Yeah.
All right, we've run out of time, but thank you very much, Daktari, for your insights and perhaps sharing with us what are some of the simple things that we can do to try and fight with the problem of obesity and being overweight. I'll advise John to do that calculation, then from there we can move on with the water treatment. That is our guest in studio. That is Dr. Daniel Githinji sharing with us some of insights on how really we can deal with the problem of obesity, which is beginning to become a major problem for us as a country. We take a short break, but when we come back, business news is up next.